Okay, so probably you must be knowing that which subject we are going to start.
Truly.
Hello. Can you see the my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it's a
Yes, sir.
difficult task to maintain blended mode. Means people are there in front of me also and as well as online. Uh, Sometime I got confused at whom we are dealing here. So today onwards we are going to start 2D animation, that is digital format. But before that, some tips and tricks, or you can say the science or the art or design, whatever you can call. So in my first slide, you can see 2D and 3D. So by looking at this image, what kind of difference you can make it out? Let me ask first those who are present here, and then I'll come to online student. Okay. Yeah. So by looking at this image, what exactly you are getting the idea about 2D and 3D? Okay. So online student, can anyone answer me this question by looking at this image? What exactly, what difference you can find? Okay. So my concern is to, before starting any practical classes, discussing something, so that you know that there are few things. Doing animation is something different, and using tool is different. Okay. So can anyone tell what do I mean by tools here? If I'm saying tools, be loud. So if you have any knowledge, share with others. They can benefit out of it. Be loud. Okay. So my concern is that if you are doing any kind of animation, okay, so animation, purely animation is there, where like the Pixar animation or Disney kind of thing, where purely animated character or cartoon character or something like that. And even in VFX animation, one terminology came into existence, that is creature animation. So that separate segment has been coming into existence, that is creature animation, whereas you are creating animals or creatures, bird, like Jungle Book is the best example, and it is done by Indian artists also. It's really proud for us that Indian people are contributing to do those kind of work also, right? So creature animation you'll come to know or come to practice very later, like maybe in the later stage. So before that, there are principles. We generally, I think, if someone has had interacted with me, so is anybody there who knows about the principle of animation? Online students?
So
Hello.
animation is basic.
Yeah, please go ahead.
So it's basically moving a picture frame by frame. So it seems to be moving.
Okay.
Like
So, hmm. So what
you
one of the
draw a character,
hmm,
and in the other frame, you just slightly shift the character. Like if we have to animate a moving hand scene, so we'll just slightly shift the hand in next frame. So when you like, it's like a slideshow of frames. So when you'll play the slideshow, it seems to be moving.
okay. So somebody, because you people can't hear you, I have to arrange something that you also can hear. He's saying a definition where you have to slightly manipulate sequence images, so you'll get a kind of animation. Okay. So is anybody there? Those who are here? I think I have to give categorize A student, those who are physically available, B student, those who are online. So whenever I say A student, they have means physical student has to answer, and B means online student, right? So A student, A group. Why when we are using still images for animation? we can see the motion. What is the reason behind that? That using sequence images can create a motion. What is the reason behind that? Group A. That is something. Why? Okay, B group, online students. Any answer why we can, after using still images, only basis of arranging their sequence, we can see the motion. Why is so?
Sir, because of the frames between the pictures.
Sir, because the pictures are not same, they are all different. Every movement we capture frame by frame and then we arrange it in order. So it seems like a whole movement scene.
Okay. So there's a optical science. Okay. What is optical science? We need not to go too much in physics. One optical science works behind that this illusion, that is someone called PHI phenomena or something. So what happened exactly, if we want to understand in a very layman language, we always blink, right? We all blinks. But whenever blinks means for a fraction of second we close our eyes. So do you think if it is so, then we should see, if we increase the time of blinks, like normal blinks, and then we intentionally doing like this, holding blinks for longer time. Okay, so do you find that motion is that much smooth? Are you getting my point? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's say for example, you pretend yourself and you do it your own, or wherever you are. We blink for a fraction of second. I don't exactly know how many fraction of second, that value, but blinking is the common phenomena in human behavior, right? So we blink. So blink natural, but if we blink and delay the hold, like I hold for longer time, open eyes, then I blink and hold for longer time, and something is happening in front of me. So do you think that natural blinking and second where we are holding the time, action would be same? No? Yeah, so that is the reason behind that fraction of second, 24 fps is there. So it is counted that blinking time also. If in within that blinking, if something passes, it feels in the continuation in motion. Okay, just sake of understanding, we should not go depth in that optical illusion or something. To try to understand how the animation works, why we see the motion in the sequence images, whereas images are static. So online student, are you getting my point? Or should I
Yes,
repeat?
sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. I hope you people should also join. It would be more interactive and easy for me. So before starting, we should know types of animation also, because we are going to go through all kind of animation like stop motion in coming classes and so and so. Since things is written in front of you, you can say what exactly the stop motion. So again, stop motion works in that similar way, right? Stop motion, let's say if I want. So you know that stop motion is a part of VFX. Means in previous time, older time, whenever people are doing VFX, they use stop motion technique. How many agree with this? Raise your hand, those who are here. Stop motion was the part of VFX till the Jurassic Park. Yeah, go ahead. You will believe? Any example you want to give? Sorry? Yes. So what is stop motion? You have to give some pose, click a image, then give second pose, slightly change, then next pose, then slightly change. If you are doing stop motion kind of thing. So stop motion again 2D and 3D. When you are doing completely clay animation, so that is 3D stop motion. If you are doing paper cutout on animation, not tabletop animation like Tare Zameen Pe, must be remember the example that the fish or something happening. So that is tabletop stop motion. You working on some kind of flat surface and not more than 2.5 axis. 3D and 2D, there's a one more axis that 2.5. So slightly embossed, not totally flat like a paper or not like sculpture. Understood? Okay, so this is the types of stop motion. Long back, I watched one movie, horror movie, where this hand is there which is crawling. So they use prosthetics. Prosthetics means artificial limbs, and they give position first, then second, click, and then click, 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 click. And once they played that in continuation, you'll get that VFX kind of thing, that chopped hand is crawling there. So till Jurassic Park and still today, people are doing that thing, stop motion for VFX. So it's not meant only for, by looking at this image, you say, okay, it's not my cup of tea. No, those who are very much interested in VFX, they should know stop motion. Have you seen the making of this? Probably you people. Have you seen this? Let me see if I can copy. Just confirm online student, they can see this YouTube video.
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Clear how tedious the job was. Okay, you are the part of that stage. You are just manipulating slightly different poses. So until unless, means you're not aware that it's done in stop motion. If you just look at the first part of this shot, don't you think that everyone get confused that it's a 3D, right? So this is the stop motion, and green, that chroma you can see, so it's applicable in stop motion as well as in VFX. And how do they do this? So you can see this is the 9 images are there for this one character image is there. For clay animation, it's a clay animation part of stop motion, and one is paper cut animation, paper cutout animation. So first you have to create the armature, and you have to decide the flexible part of the body and the hard part, means like every joint is going to be flexible wherever you are, that limbs are moving, neck, shoulder or elbow, knuckles and other things. So you have to create, use the clay and give the form, and this character you have to manipulate, give different pose. So same thing once we do in the software, that is 3D animation, whether it's a Maya or Max. So here we are manipulating the poses with the hand, bare hands, but in Maya or Max or any other 3D software, you use tools, shortcut or whatever tools has been in there. So I hope you understood when you are doing 3D stop motion manually, so stop motion, and similar thing if you are doing with the tools or digital tools, it's a 3D animation. Whiteboard, you have been definitely watching this on Facebook or something, is very common kind of thing. It's not much to do here, so but it's a whiteboard animation. Yes, so motion graphics, like whenever you are using text rather than character, text, symbols or something to create some story, especially advertisement. So animator do required in ad agency also. It's not limited with the animation studio or something. Even ad agencies, those who are working for TVC, TV commercial. Nowadays, TV commercial is fully coming very high tech VFX. Very recently, we have seen, I think, transformer kind of Seat tire. Have you seen very recently? 15 days or month old. रिपेयर कराना पड़ेगा. So online student, are you getting the point, the discussion?
Yes, sir.
So till the time it's coming back, resuming back. Any question? Or just ideally sitting and passing your time? It's a calculative. That 5 phenomenon, they calculated the blinking time. So it's 0.7, so that much time is more than enough to showcase smooth action. So Disney works in 24. Then 25 is there for television. 30 is there and 60 for games. So if you are working for games, so they go for 60 frames. Okay. So it comes to you default, means if you are working for any production house, they will go, okay, you have to work in 24 FPS or you have to work in 25 or 30. So if you want to know what mathematical behind that, then you have to go for optical science. So just know that 24 FPS, in 24 FPS means 24 images per second, right? But in TV production, people reduce it down. They go for 12 images for 24 seconds. Means they use one image for 2 frames. So recently you have seen that Spider-Man, that Spider-Man was. So you'll feel something is holding there. That comics feel. The textures are like comics. Marvel comics, किसी ने पढ़ी? Real real prints. So that dot is there. So they intentionally added that those kind of texture and the motion. So what they did, they use single frame, created frame in for 2 times. So it's exposing it coming on screen twice. So in TV production, like what happened when Disney started 24 FPS work. So you have to work more. Okay. So you have to work more and cost is high because you are working double investment. Whether immediately after, means when Disney was facing losses, financial losses. So people start doing what we call limited animation. Limited animation, they reduce down the images. Sometimes minimum 12 images for 1 second, sometimes 6 also. So I think you people must have seen that Sing Chan kind of or Chota Bheem. So it's a limited animation. They use 6 frame or 6 images for their animation. It's very less, or they use reuse also. If pose is similar, they just copy paste it. So it reduced down the quality of the animation, but sometimes it's profitable. Like, have you seen Arjun? 3D animated Arjun from UTV? अर्जुन देखिए किसी ने? घर जाके देखना उसे. Is one of the good quality animation from Indian artist. Group B online student, have you seen the Arjun animated movie from UTV?
No, sir.
So my advice, and take as a home assignment, you have to watch it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Let me see if I can show you here only. So no burden. It's a full movie. So you can watch full also on YouTube. अरे यार So how did you find quality? Spatially design, environment design, character design. Rarely means if you put your best effort, you can create Disney level because Disney is associated with this project. So it's very much possible. The only thing, if you have passion and interest, you definitely can create this kind of thing. So next is cutout animation, which is similar to 2D digital animation. What we are going to explore in coming time, 2D digital animation, which in Adobe CC, Animate CC. Same technique. What we are doing here in cutout animation, that you have to create this character and draw on thick paper, and wherever there are joints like neck is there, elbow is there, wherever that flexibility is required, you have to cut down your character from there. Again, give the pose and click it, give the pose and click it. So once you run those poses, you'll get that kind of animation. Understood? Because you have to understood cutout animation very much, because in 2D digital animation, the digital version of paper cutout animation we are going to do. So until unless you are not understanding this thing, how that paper cutout animation generally does, you will get confused while we are starting software, Animate CC. So same way, the similar way here, it's a physical property, like paper is there, real, you have to really manually manipulate the poses and so and so. In digital format, you have to trace down the character. How many of you know? I think many of you know Photoshop. Raise your hand. Photoshop अच्छे से आता है? अच्छे से आता तो ज़्यादा, नहीं तो थोड़ा आता तो थोड़ा. So what you have to do, you'll bring those characters done by the character artist or developer and trace down. Trace down means if your, let's say, eye blinks, so you have to keep that eyes in separate layer so that you can separately deal that eyes. Your lips is there, so separate layer so that you can separately manipulate those things. Similarly, you have to create your head separately so you can add your motion in your head, torso and so and so. If it's very detailed animation, you have to even in finger you have to give that rotation, right? So paper cut out animation, you have to in free time just go to YouTube, find out paper cut out animation, and same technique digitally we are going to apply in Animate CC, right? So 2D animation workflow. So before starting, you must have some idea what you are going to develop. So for example, we can say I have to animate a character walking. This could be an idea for you initially. That could be complex in future. If you are adding story or something, short stories, that becomes a bit more complex. But for starting, you need an idea to do what exactly you want to animate. And again, story and script, you definitely need proper planning for your execution. Dialogue, yes, you need dialogues. But this few things we are going to cover in second semester, when the second part of this software we are going to start, that 2D digital animation part 2. So we'll jump onto the characters and acting and dialogue. You need a sound, you need a voice. So here character, there's a word model sheet or character sheet. So what is that model or character sheet? It's a information about your character from front, from side and 3/4. Minimum you have to have this one. Front or side or 3/4. One thing comes in the mind in storyboarding, when you are planning your storyboard, plan out that which format you are going to work. If you are planning for 2D animation, so in your storyboard you have to maintain that either it should be front, it should be side. If you are doing 2D digital animation, I'm not talking about classical animation where you draw everything. So if you draw everything, you can draw anything. So since we are discussing 2D digital animation, so whenever you're planning any kind of storyboard for 2D digital animation, keep your storyboard either it's from front or side. Out of excitement, or if you want to show your skill of drawing, and create it 3/4. it would be a very difficult to animate in 2D animate that 3D. So you have to control that perspective and many things. So your life will become a hell for you then. So right from the storyboard time, you have to maintain what kind of production you are supposed to get out of, plan accordingly. If you are doing 3D or classical animation where you can draw any angles, you are free to do that kind of storyboard. How many of you think that acting is really essential for animation, character animation, or even creature animation? Acting. It is means I think that is the part where we have to work more. Acting, because animation technically almost everyone can do because it's a technique. Software allows you to do it very easily. Once when it was manual or traditional way, it was difficult. It depend on the skill set. But since computer is there, it allows you to do it easily for 3D or 2D. Simply move your tools and you can do it. So acting comes, which is challenging for you. There's no digital acting. Acting is acting. There's no traditional or digital acting. So just bear with me this problem today. We have to make a complaint. So these are the things we are discussing. Traditional 2D animation where we 20% dependency on computer. Digital 2D animation 20% dependency on skill set, because pre-production you have to do that. So in traditional animation, layout is common for both. You are doing classical or doing 2D digital, both the way you have to decide layout. So any rough idea definition of layout? Normal, I'm not asking related to animation. Layout, what do you understand by layout? Okay. So online student, I'll just come back to you after 2 minutes. Once let me discuss with these people. Yeah, come again. Just remove mask so that other can. Anybody else? For example, if I ask what is the layout of this classroom, before means putting this furniture or anything, if it is an empty room, so you have to lay out where could be your desk, where could be your podium, where could be your computer, so and so. So you are planning the space division. So layout. So layout is nothing about means you are deciding where is my character staging. It is coming from left, whether it's already in the scene already or it's coming into scene after some frames. So that we decide in layout animation. Layout means it's nothing but the higher quality version of storyboard, you can say. Since storyboard gives you almost roughly timing of doing what you are doing in execution of animation. Right? So layout is the first, when you just decide planning. This my character, if it is walking, whether it's walking right from the first frame in my scene, whether it comes in the by walking. Your scene is empty and all of a sudden some character coming walking. So that is we have to decide in layout the position. Layout आपने देखा होगा जैसे architecture layout. So top होता है कि this is going to be a bedroom, this is going to be so and so. So that proper planning of your this, that is layout. It includes BG. BG means background. What kind of background? It's whether it's going to be mountain, whether it's going to be desert. That thing you have to decide. In traditional animation, we go for keyframe. Keyframe means a frame which is very essential or golden pose, without which we can't do animation. For example, if we, let's say my action is punching to someone, so you forget about the last and first. So do you think there is some meaning of that action? Means you don't know how to start, it just simply comes in between things. So it won't say complete story. So you have to decide your keyframes which completes your entire action. For jumping, you are jumping, yeah, so you need a static pose, then you need a antic pose where you are going down, gaining the force, and then jumping in the air, and so and so. In coming time, you better understand what is the keyframe. Similar, the same keyframe you have to trace it out in 2D digital animation. While you are doing in 2D digital animation, I don't know your quality of your drawing, but somehow you have to roughly draw. Somehow it should communicate something. Okay, this is my pose. When we're going to discuss animation principle, one thing comes, line of action. So your drawing, your poses must have line of action, one line which says everything about your pose. So in coming slide, probably we'll have that information. Third is cleanup, whereas in third that rigging is comes in 2D design. What is cleanup? Being as a classical animator, you draw very roughly. You focus more on acting, more on action, not the character. It's a rough information of your character A and B. Cleanup artists or assistant animator, they are supposed to make it very clean. Proper measurement, proportion of the character, single line drawing. So it looks neat and clean. So whenever you are watching any classical animation on any format, 2D or TV or theater, so you are looking the images done by cleanup artists, but action done by animators. So action added by animator and presentation done by the cleanup artist. And in digital, you have to go for rigging or symbol. So what is that? The same thing, you are chopping out wherever there's a motion or possibility of flexibility. So you just make one portion, second portion, from wrist to tip, then your elbow to wrist. So whenever you're dividing, so that is rigging. Rigging is the engineering word. Rig means you have to rig a camera on your vehicle to shoot. So we are arranging some equipment to shoot something. So rig came, that word came from that part. So rigging is there. It is applicable in 2D and as well as 3D. 4 number is in between. In between is available in all format, 2D, 3D, and manual also. So what it does, it two things: either slow down your animation. If you want to slow down your animation, you have to add in between, so it is slow down. Second, it smooth your animation. Your animation becomes smoother once you add in between. It's a kind of filler. So just go back the discussion we started earlier, the blinking time. Right? If its time is more and that motion is not smooth, you have to add in between to support that animation. So right, my open eyes in 1 frame, my closed eyes on 10 frame. So it's taking more time. So there is a judge, there is a not proper animation. So if I add one drawing, so what happened? 1, 5th and 10th. So that closing time is coming to 5. So my animation, whatever animation I'm doing, it looks smoother to you, to everyone. Here in once you've done that cleanup, so there's a software US Animo, which is no more in practice. Long back when I was working, it was there. So it read out your drawing and make it into vector format. You know that raster and vector? I hope you people understood that. How many you know that raster and vector? You tell it so that other can get information. What is raster and what is that? अदर वे राउंड सही है कि कुछ अलग गलत है? एक बार चेक कर, अदर वे राउंड, ठीक है, बैठो बैठो। सो वो अपने आप ही आपकी जो पेंसिल की ड्राइंग है, दैट यूएस एनिमो, इट कैप्चर एंड कन्वर्ट इनटू वेक्टर फॉर्मेट और डिजिटल फॉर्मेट. Then you have to simply fill the color. Action would be already done, so you can see that animation finally. Here tweening is there. Tweening is nothing but once we start 2D animation, we'll come to that. Sound, of course, you have to add in sound to your product. So online student, any question till now? Any discussion? Hello. Hello.
Yes,
Yes,
sir, you
sir.
are audible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think you should bit time to time disturb me so that I feel that people are alive. So, any question till now?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
Yeah, online student, team B. Any idea about this? Which is flashing on your screens? Can anyone close the door, please? So even if you are facing your first interview in animation industry, you have to answer for this. It could be a part of your interview also. I have taken, I've been taking many interviews, so definitely I ask to explain this thing. So 12 principles by 9 old men from Disney. Means they spend years of their experience, daily basic problems, and they came out with okay these things. Universally, you have to apply if you are doing some kind of animation. You have to learn it, then you can play with this. You can leave. What if I am not following secondary action? What could be happen? That's up to you. Learn and then apply it. Experiment with those things. Few things are part of art and design and craft. Few things part of physics, right? And few part is from filmmaking. So, any idea which number you find that part of physics? Just tell me the number. Which number you can directly relate with your physics classes, your past physics classes, though I have forgot many things from physics. Yes, team B, you can also tell me which number you find very much near to physics law. Hello.
Sir, is it arc?
Okay. Anybody else?
So first one, squash and stretch.
Okay. I'll come to you. Then you have to explain this. What's your name? Question stretch one. What's your name?
Aza.
Aja. Okay. Next round you have to explain why it is in physics. Okay. So team A, which one you find very near in physics? Last, yeah. First one. Anybody? Any other number? Straight ahead action and pose to pose. 4. Okay. Any other? Timing and 6-9. Is anybody there who can explain the 6 number? Just raise. Don't just start speaking. Can anyone explain 6 number? How does it more near or part of more physics? Slow in, slow out. Anyone? फिजिक्स किसके अच्छा स्कोर है? मैं तो अच्छा स्टूडेंट नहीं था फिजिक्स में, मुझे याद नहीं अभी. Because you recently came out from that school level, so probably you know. ये 12th में नहीं होता है, 9th 10th में भी होता है. Anyone? कोई पता है? Correct me if I'm wrong. न्यूटन लॉ पढ़ा है आप लोगों ने? अब यस. ओके, सो न्यूटन लॉ आपने पढ़ा होगा, मुझे पता नहीं है, वो 1 2 3 हो चुके हैं. तो उसी से एक स्लो एंड स्लैट, कोई भी चीज ऑटोमेटिकली ऑल ऑफ अ सडन नहीं रुकती अंटिल अनलेस वो किसी से टकराए ना. और उसका एक एक्सेलरेशन टाइम होता है, एक प्रोग्रेसिव वे में एक्सेलरेशन और प्रोग्रेसिव वे में स्लो डाउन होती है. So that's why you have to apply slow in, slow out, and other way is easing is out. Okay, those who answer online student can type in chat box their definition, whatever they feel about their answer. Okay, so I'm waiting until the time I'm meeting with this people. Squash and stretch, anyone? Okay, so in coming time we are going to practically apply, and it should be part of your habit. Routine. Animation studio, those who are animating, you find they are, while they are animating, they behave like that only. Once they are animating some scene, somewhat if they are, you feel, you can see real, they behave something. Okay, try to visit some studio. Yeah, the person who answers question stage can explain this slide.
So if we apply a force to an object, it might change its shape or something.
So can you understand looking at these images?
Uh,
I hope my screen is visible to you, right?
yes,
Sir,
yes.
Yes.
sir, it basically gives more impact to the animation.
Yeah, that is true. Have you seen the Time Warp one documentary, Time Warp?
No, sir.
No. Okay, so try to find out Time Warp. It's I think History Channel or so. Once you shoot anything in a higher number of frames, not in 60 mark, I think 200 or 300. Is anybody photographer over here? Photography by hobby or something?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
just asking same time asking the people who are here. So who is there online? Who is very much keen in photography? Just type down that what if the frame rates we are using too many frames for some kind of photography, what could be happen? Yes, Mr. Photographer. जब हम बहुत हाई फ्रेम रेट पे फोटोज खींचेंगे क्या होगा? What kind of images will get? See, don't afraid of making mistake. I'm saying, if you are wrong, no problem. You are here to learn, so don't worry about mistakes. बोलो, गलत होने दो, कोई बात नहीं. हो सकता है मैं तुमसे सीख लूं, हो सकता है तुम मुझसे सीख लो.
Sir, high frame rates help us to get
भाई स्लो मोशन देखा है आपने किसी में?
sir, good slow motions.
Say something slow. टाइम वॉप एक प्रोग्राम आता था, देखा है?
Yes, sir.
पंच मारते थे तो
Yes,
ये
sir.
विजिबल होता था, ये भी विजिबल होता था, right? So it's very much possible because now high tech cameras are there that squash and stretch you can really find in real life also, which is blind eyes or you can't find out. So it is there, and it is one of the essential, and even in 3D, unfortunately many 3D animators, they means afraid to apply this, but it makes your animation more interesting, more smoother. Stretch and squash. So you can see there are two examples, 2D and 3D, which is not visible to you. कोई कैमरे से तो टच नहीं कर रहा है इसको? So two images are there. One is depicting the 2D format, another one is 3D. So in 3D also you can see that stretch one is there and squash one is there, right? It adds drama to your animation as well. So once you come to that stage, you find it's really helpful. Motion blur. I think image is clear more than enough. Motion blur.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So sometimes that if the kind of action is there, fastest action in animation you're supposed to animate, you have to use. So if these are if you look at this blue car, right from the hood to last, so it's stretch one, though we call it speed lines or blur motion blur, but overall it's a stretch format, right? The same way this kind of animation is there, which is not visible when you are looking at animation until unless you are not going frame by frame. Can you see the distortion there?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Tom and Jerry is the best example for this kind of thing. So this is another example of you are stretching your form. You can see this feet, middle image is too lengthy. So these are the stretch and squash. So it's help to get that thing and motion blur as well. Anticipation. So you can read it out. Anticipation, what is anticipation? Two things. One, it is preparing your audience that something is about to happen. Second, to gain energy, gain force. In many action, you go against your prime action. Like if you're kicking the football, your leg goes back and then come forward. So anticipation is, these all principles are must to do animation. So anticipation example, you can see, let's say that the person who is using X to cutting down the tree, if that pose, if it is not there, do you think that action would be clear? So you need a
No,
pose
sir.
to cut it down. Same way you are jumping, very common example, neutral pose, anticipation and jump. Staging, few things we have to be very careful in both the format. If you are working for 2D and 3D, so this is applicable. Selvate. So what is Selvate? See the first example, the first image, left hand side and second. Which one is clear? Especially the boy character. Left one. Why it is clear? Because silhouettes are clear, negative and positive space. So you have to plan out your poses in both 2D and 3D. Then looking at that, we can clearly understand what exactly happened there. Weight and balance, you know that because of gravity and weight of the person or whatever, weight and balance you have to maintain. Like if elephant is walking or a cheetah is walking, both are walking but different way because of weight. Line of action, it will come next in contrast. Breathing space, you must have breathing space. It should not be covered, when you should not feel your pose is like suffocative. So this is the staging, storytelling pose. We started from staging and we discussed about silhouette, clear negative and positive spacing, which is this, and again this. Both are an example of good quality of staging. So your poses itself, without saying anything, without textual information, say something. So by looking at this image, you will get an idea what exactly happening in your scene, correct? Is it clear to you that story is behind that? Two poses are there. So your poses should say the story. Weight and balance. So obviously, if let's say 5 liter water is there, the behavior or body language should be it's going to be different. If it's fully filled, practically people have been experienced this in your life, right? If it is too weight, then your body language, behavior, सब अलग-अलग होता है. If it is half filled, then things are different. So depend how much weight you can carry. That's so you have to maintain weight and balance. So once you are about to lift too much weight, you generally put your legs apart from each other, right? Because you have to maintain the balance. Am I correct or wrong? Physically, if you feel, means if you are lifting some heavy weight, so first you make counterbalance and then you lift. You can't lift in the same way like you're lifting one bottle. So that is all about weight and balance. This is line of action. So two examples are there. Without this correct and incorrect, things are same. First pose that Tom is hitting somebody. Second is same, right? But without the line of action. So line of action, mostly it's a C form. So first one is first image, second one C form or S curve. Either it's taking reverse S or regular S or C. So always avoid 90-degree in animation. Never keep anything on 90 degrees. Okay, it flatten your images, flatten your animation. Avoid 90 degree. You can go 85 or 95 is good. It gives some dimension. So two kind of animations are there: straight head animation and pose to pose. So what is straight head animation? When you decide every pose one after another, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. You go one by one. That is straight head. The word says itself. You are simply going ahead. This is pose, next slightly change, then slightly change, which is stop motion you have seen. They slightly change, then again slightly change, then slide. So it's a straight head. Pose to pose, when you decide your first and last pose. First decide about first pose and last pose. Then fill your animation. What could be your breakdown? What could be your in between? What could be your other poses? So you set a limitation for you. From here to here I have to animate. So it's mostly in production house they go pose to pose. Why pose to pose? Every action having some kind of time duration. Correct? So time duration means you have fixed number of frames. If it is 1 second, you know it's 24. If you are working on 24, within 24 frames you have to finish. So first and 24 frames, then you decide what could be 6, what could be 12, what could be. So pose to pose. First, last, then you fill those. So two kind of approaches for animation. Example of this. One is this straight head, first one. So first pose, second, third, fourth, and so on and so on. One after another. The second one you decide first and last, and then fill in between. Follow through and overlapping action, very common thing, and it helps to make your animation smoother also. So follow through is not always in soft kind of material like cloth, tail. So if you go back to this, can you see that S curve? So it's because of follow through, though it's made out of wood or made out of iron or something, but in animation I treat it as a soft material to make my animation more smoother. Okay, so I think there are few more. We'll cover in next because I think it's overdose for and my